Thanks for coming out to the Lyndsay Pruett show on St. Patrick's Day. We tried to at least play a little, a little bit Irishy starting out there with the Squirrel Hunter. But we're mainly going to play some bluegrass and then some other things. Here's a banjo tune. I got some of my oldest friends here, Asheville buddies here playing with me tonight. So here's my sweetheart, Jason Flanoy on the banjo playing Sled Riding.
I've heard of his name.
whole other thing, being leading the music. It's something that I never wanted to do at all. But thank you, Russ, for asking me. Yeah, but you know what, then it turns out I don't have to play any songs I don't want to play. Turns out making all the decisions is not so bad. But it's a little weird. But we're going to do this song, this is a Larry Sparks song. Called Blue Virginia Blues.
Let's hear it for our fearless conductor and engineer, Mrs. Lyndsay Pruett. Oh boy.
We're going to continue on with some more bluegrass here. This is a song by John Hartford. Any John Hartford fans? This is Kansas City. I was skipping one on the set list. I love this idea that this is the next song actually, because I don't want to sing another one right now. All right, this is another tune in G called Kansas City Kitty. guitar. We've been friends for a very, very long time. I can't even count the years.
Wait, how many years?
20? 20 years? 15, 20, give or take. This next song is from a really cool, kind of obscure album called Hartford. All their last names. Hartford Rice Clements. And it's the only time I've heard this John Hartford song. I don't think he recorded it anywhere else. Fun singing a bunch of songs. I realized before this, I don't think I've ever sang more than 2 songs in any gig in my whole life, 30 years of playing. Shout out to my voice teacher, I think is here. We'll have a talk about this later. Thanks, Pam. But we're gonna get Drew out. Let's just sing one now.
Irish.
Catch him every Thursday at the Jack of the Wood, hosting the Bluegrass Jam. Not this Thursday, because we're all going to be down at the festival where we met, down at the Spirit of the Swanee, North Florida. My favorite place on earth. Too far. Well, do I have any 5 walnut regulars here? One definite regular. We're gonna do a song that I've done there a few times and break up our little bluegrass vibe here. Perhaps. You won't admit you love me, and so how am I ever to know? You only tell me perhaps. change gears even more and do a David Grisman tune called 1616. lucky to have this guy on bass back here. This is Rick Cooper, aka Coop. You've probably seen him around playing in the Honeycutters. We've also been friends since I moved to town in 2009. We used to busk together, guitar and fiddle. We've been in many bands together, so it feels very comfortable. And he also is a bass player that makes everybody sound good that he plays with. So we're very lucky to have him. And we are going to get him to sing in a little bit, but right now we're going to do this song. This is a hurricane song that I heard a while back by Larry Rice. And it just came to my mind. I guess it was from a hurricane in the mid-'80s, Hurricane Elena. So for obvious reasons, I kind of picked it back up in the last few months and just been fooling around with it. So we're going to try it here.
Destiny will always be unknown.
It's time for another banjo tune. This is one we used to play with our old friend, rest in peace, Billy Constable. Very non-PC name, Cowboys and Indians. We're gonna play something Irishy. Russ, I'm like, you know what you're getting. Days Real. One of the B flat tunes that I can play. It's all G to him. I don't get it. All right, we're gonna get Mr. Rick Cooper to sing lead on this one. This is one of my favorite songs about a talk with Mother Nature. Gordon Lightfoot song. And we have also known each other for a very long time. Since I moved to town, 2009. He's going to sing Wild Bill Jones for you. 1, 2, 3. you say is worthwhile. Yes, I told them all about you. I told the moon and every little star that shines above about the way you roll your pretty eyes and how you love each little honey knows that it's gonna be a sunny moon for two. Yes, I told them all about you. Thank you so much for coming to listen to us play the set of music and singing, celebrating St. Patrick's Day in our own little way. We have one more tune for you here. This is Garfield's Blackberry Blossom.